Hey y'all, it's Amy, and I was urged to get out of bed to do a reading. I did that one, hit post, and now I feel like there might be another one in the chamber. So let's see what may come through the cards. Let's just see what's up. What needs to be said here? Card 26, the infinite ocean of ideas we're all allowed to swim in. Okay. I have you propped up on a diamond painting that I got on clearance that I want to try, and leaning against my dog's kennel. So we're improvising here because I ain't going out to get my tripod. Card 40, World Maker is only job in the final future. And card 38, extremely slow long-term growth. I do feel like this one's political. No matter what side of the aisle you are on, we are all human. We all have the capacity for everything. Yes, you have the capacity for those that you see yourself so diametrically opposed to, and vice versa. And at the end of the day, this world is what we all collectively make of it. King of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck after I shuffled it, before I hit record. There is no quick fix here. Regardless of what efficiency measures are being taken, this isn't a quick fix. A quick fix will revert just as quickly. It will collapse just as quickly. Quick fixes don't beget long-term stability, okay? I urge you to remember the humanity of the people who are at the opposite end of the political spectrum from you. You may see them as your opposition right now. However, let's think less right, left, more up, down, as has been like the talking point recently, right? Like, we need to remember that though. They are our comrades. Let's use that word. Like, we have more in common with them than we do with those in power. I think we can all agree on that, right? You have more in common with your neighbor who voted differently than you have in common with the people that you voted into office even. Okay? Who do you see at the grocery store? Who is also going through financial difficulties right now because of the cost of everything? You have more in common with the people who voted differently than you than with the people that you voted for. We want to put our hope and faith in those we vote for, but at the end of the day, there are stark differences. We have the World. The World. The King of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. And of course, the phrase, be the change you wish to see in the world, is coming to my mind. What kind of world do you want to see? Do you know? Or do you only have a clear vision of what you don't want? If you're only focusing on the things that you don't want, you are actively working against yourself. If we want to talk about it in woo-woo terms, we're talking about manifestation, okay? When we're manifesting something, we think about what we want to become reality, and we start living there energetically. For me, that usually means like whatever I want to come in, I start trying to embody and start feeling how I want to feel when that occurs. If I'm manifesting like stable finances, I'll think, okay, what kind of like thoughts would I have if my finances were more stable? How would I feel? Would I feel safe? Would I feel comfortable? Would I, like, I start thinking of like how that would feel in my body, and I try to start living there, okay? Emperor at the bottom of the deck. What kind of world do you want to see? Focus more on what we want to see and less on what we don't want. We're all aware of what we don't want. We're all aware of what we don't like to see unfolding right now. It's very easy to get bogged down in the current events, in all the breaking news and all that. Yes, stay informed, stay aware. But don't live in that, live in what you wish to see. Work in your communities to make baby steps toward what you want to bring in. How do you want the world to function? How do you want people to treat each other? Start there. How do you want people to treat you? How do you want to treat people? And I'm not saying people that think like you, people that don't think like you. I'm saying people. How should one human treat another regardless of political alignment, gender identity, sexuality, race, financial, you know what I mean, class, regardless of what metrics we gauge humans by, regardless of that, a person and another person, how should they treat each other when everything else is stripped away? That's what we're focusing on. For some of you, shadow work is going to be very essential. You can't see it, it's too dark. It's card 69, nice. But it says, I am brand new, plus teenager me, plus childhood me, plus baby me, plus source. And that to me speaks of like shadow work, unpacking the little yous. Every you that came before you, tapping into that, getting to know yourself so intimately, and loving yourself exactly as you are and as you were formed, okay? 7:07 on the timer when I looked up. Is there something else that's in this deck that needs to be said? I feel like 4 is a very important number. Card 19, the thinking mind acts like it's everything, but it's not. Which goes right back to feeling. On this, you can't see because it's too dark. But it's like a black background and then like neon outlines of organs inside a body, which makes me think right back to feeling. Also being called to say, where do you feel your intuition? Make sure you know what your intuition feels like in your body versus your anxiety. A friend of mine gets literal gut feelings. I feel my anxiety, I feel like in the back of my neck, and like my upper shoulder blades, whatever. My intuition, I'll feel more in like my forearms, okay? It's weird. Sometimes in my chest. But like sit with yourself and explore that and let that help guide you through this too, okay? Learn to recognize what your anxiety is versus your intuition. I don't know why this is catching my eye, but card number 6, there is more where that came from. So if that has some sort of symbology for you, that's kind of lineage. Ancestor work. If you're feeling called to ancestor work, follow that thread. Anything else that needs to be said here before I wrap it up and try to go to sleep again? Princess of Wands and the 5 of Cups. Give yourself grace as you're learning to live in the what you want to see and not in the what you don't want. Give yourself grace through that process. It is a pretty big shift of mind shift, I want to say. So allow yourself grace through the journey. You can't become the king overnight. You have to start somewhere. Allow yourself grace as you grow into this more confident, progress-focused, forward-focused mindset. Does that make sense? Yeah. Also, again, 69. Nice. Funny number, as my kid likes to call it. She's like, yeah, funny number. Anyway. Don't come at me. That was the cards. That's what they said. Have a good night. I love you. We're all humans, regardless of what our